Indonesia might just be one of the most underrated street food capitals on the planet. And in this video, we're diving straight into the chaos. From smoky roadside grills to meatballs that weigh about as much as I do. This country is serving up flavors that hit harder than anywhere else. And here I am highlighting the top 20 absolute best street foods you need to try in Indonesia. And we're kicking off this Indonesian street food journey right here in Jakarta, a city where tradition runs deep and food feels like it's been perfected over generations. And this spot is famous for its overly stuffed meatballs. Finally here at Ratu Sade, it's almost dinner time, definitely getting hungry. Let me show you the meatballs. There it is, it's like a solar system. Let's go see how this thing is made. She's the owner of this establishment. Thank you so much for having us.
Welcome.
And this is the giant meatball. How big is that, Tika?
30 kilograms.
30 kilograms.
Yeah.
That's over 60 pounds.
Yes.
That's a big meatball. How long did it take to cook?
5 p.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah, 5 a.m.
So it takes 12 hours to cook? Oh my, it's so crazy because he's stirring the meatball.
Yeah.
And the meatball is just the mass of it. It's just moving the tidal wave of soup around this pot. As much as I love anything, but it's also sort of a dream come true. Because a lot of times I have something delicious, you know? I said, wow, I wish it could be just giant so I could just keep eating it.
We have a challenge for this meatball.
You have a challenge?
Yeah.
What kind of challenge?
We have 1 kilo.
And I think that's over 2 pounds. My math is really bad. It is 15 minutes?
Yes, 15 minutes.
I could do that.
You can do that?
I think so. Here we go. The meatballs have arrived. We're going from the smallest to the biggest. This looks really innocent. Look at it. It's innocent little meatball. I could just gobble it up. One biter, a little bit of soup. So harmless. This is a little more substantial. Maybe about the size of a little fist. Still a couple bites. Not too scary. This looks like an appetizer portion. Much bigger. It's a softball size. Still manageable. Next one might make you pee your pants a little bit. I don't think there's a ball on this planet that could adequately compare to this size.
Oh, you must be tired lifting that.
Now guys, if you think this is the biggest meatball you ever seen in your life, just wait. This is the 30K meatball. Just want you guys to keep that in mind. 30K meatball, over 60 pounds. This ain't nothing compared to the mother, father, godfather of all meatballs in all the world, the 45K meatball. Over 90 pounds of pure meat and eggs and spices. This terrifies me. This thing feeds over 1,000 people. Not only is it massive, it actually smells good. And compared to everything else, here we go. Here's a good comparison. Here is all the meatballs together. This is like the earth and the sun. Those of you who are really good at astrology, this is probably not the most exact model, but to me, that's us, that's the sun. I mean, I could feel the bigger meatball pulling the smaller meatball right now. So I knew, you know, obviously, meatballs go really good with pasta or noodles. This is a massive plate of rice noodles and ramen. And a regular knife is not gonna be able to cut a meatball. You need like a little sword and a pitchfork. Of all the great mighty meatballs in the sky. Maybe it's kind of ironic that it was cloudy today, you know? Cloudy meatballs. I am a bit overwhelmed, so it's kind of like I'm on a date with Halle Berry right now. I don't know how to act. All I know is everything looks beautiful and I really want to be part of their lives. If you guys think I'm not putting enough noodles, I'm about to do a food challenge later, so spare me a little bit. And I'm gonna eat this tiny meatball because it's just adorable. That is a flavorful broth. Really, really peppery. I think there's a lot of white pepper in here. It definitely goes great with the noodles. That's perfect. Need some heat. The 5-spout hot sauce. I feel like if the regular hot sauce bottle is a water gun, this is a Super Soaker 5000. Heck yeah, with the spice. The noodle is actually really al dente. Perfect. Excellent noodles, excellent broth. And now let's mix in this little meatball. That's a beefy meatball. The meatball is spicy on its own, a little peppery. Again, beautiful clean beef flavor. And this meatball is called Nasi Uduk, and it's a beef meatball, of course. And there's inside, like I said, there's some peppers. There's a little bit of crunchiness inside as well. I can see some of the tendon in here, some of the yojing, the tendon, and that's a great part of the beef. This is the part that's a little more chewy, it's a little more gelatinous. I'm crunching on the tendon and the cartilage of the meatball. It's different than any other beef meatball I've ever had. Usually beef meatball, they're very chewy, they're very springy. Although it's dense, extremely bouncy and juicy. Add some more chili to that meatball, that thing is gonna bounce even higher. All right, now that I tasted the little meatball, we're gonna do a little operation. Well, I'm gonna show you guys what's in the Gigantor 45 kilo meatball. I'm so curious to see what's in here because you know there's some goodies in here. There are so many things that I see in the middle of this meatball that I absolutely adore. First of all, I see a ton of, look at this. Look at all the chili that's in here. This is mostly fatty beef meat in the middle. And I don't think we reached the bottom yet. I don't think, oh! I accidentally stabbed an egg. The egg looked like it was fried first, so almost like a Scotch egg covered in chilies. This is like the earth. It's got multiple layers to it. Once we crack the surface, look at this. This is like a marvel of food engineering. Tons of meats. I see garlic, I smell garlic. Bunch of eggs. There's 100 eggs in here. Have you guys ever seen a beef meatball lay an egg? Have you seen it lay 100 eggs? Well, this one has all that in here. And I was just told there's 10 kilos of sliced beef in here. Gosh, I promise you, I'm not kidding one bit. That's delicious. It's not just fatty beef, it's beef tendon, cartilage. That flavor is so incredible. Inside this massive planetary meatball, it's just soaked in chilies. Red chili oil, marinating everything, invading every single morsel of this meat. Something this gigantic, most people might not think it tastes good, but it's delicious. You can also get this in not so spicy, but I don't recommend it. You should get it as spicy as you can. Spice level, I think for me, 8 out of 10. Really, really spicy. Definitely my kind of beef. But alas, I gotta say goodbye to this giant meatball because I still have a food challenge coming up. So I'm gonna go try to take down 1 kilogram of meatball after I already ate a bunch already. I don't know how this is gonna go, but I'm ready because this thing, it raised up my appetite. This is the prettiest restaurant seat I've ever sat on. I mean, just look around this beautiful, authentic Japanese hut. You got cowbells on the walls. It's just gorgeous. I wasn't planning on it, but I guess I'm doing the 1K meatball challenge. 1K is about 2.2 pounds. This is not a cop-out. I promise you guys, I'm not that hungry right now. We just ate a few hours ago. I ate a lot because I didn't think I was gonna eat till 6 p.m. It's about 4 p.m. right now. But I'm gonna psych up and battle it out because I ain't gonna let a small meatball get the best of me. A bigger meatball. Bring out the big meatball. You sure this is 1 kg? He's smirking, I don't know. This is a lot bigger than I thought. 15 minutes on the clock. Here we go. The meatball is good. On the outside is very dense. The soup does help a little bit. You kind of just gotta wash it down. This thing looked like such a small, harmless meatball before. This meatball caught me off guard. I mean, 2 pounds of food is not much. I could do 2 pounds of food pretty easily.
Oh no, the sneeze of Polish. The sneeze of death for me.
This is called food arrogance right here. It's not looking good. Still got over half a meatball to go. I'm gonna battle to the end though. Ah, this meatball caught me by surprise. My competitor is well-rounded. It's a little slippery. and I failed. But at least it was a delicious journey and a delicious challenge. I know I could have done better, so next time I'm gonna be prepared and I'll be back to face this meatball again. But today was a meatball-filled, awesome, fun day. It was delicious, intimidating, awesome, all at the same time. So thank you to the restaurant, Baksal Kuliner Ratu Sari, for having me. It was such a fantastic meatball experience. I wish I knew this challenger was waiting for me when I got here. But again, next time I'll be more prepared. And guys, if you want to check out the restaurant, the information is listed for you in my description box below. And I am definitely clearing right now, so I think I'm ready to be wheeled out of here. Luckily, I'm in this thing. Next stop, Semarang. This is a city shaped by Chinese-Indonesian influence, and you can taste it in every single bite. This is where flavors get a little more complex. Savory, slightly sweet, deeply aromatic, where the street food tastes like history on a plate. And of course, Semarang is the largest city and also the capital city of Central Java. And there's a lot of food here that's very uniquely local. So I only have about 5 hours in the city to kind of explore and eat and do everything. And the first meal of the day, gotta be chicken soup. So soto is a very traditional Indonesian soup. And the broth is typically made from chicken or beef. I think in this case it's chicken. Look at that. Nice and light broth it looks like. Some crispy garlic on top. And there's shredded chicken and also rice inside. So this is actually nasi soto ayam. So it's chicken rice soup. I bet you've never seen chicken rice soup like this before. Tons of rice inside. Shredded chicken, again fried garlic, little scallions on top. Just looks like a super hearty bowl of chicken soup. And this is a very, very local dish here. And the chicken soto is the one that's really popular here in Java. This is something I never had before. On the side, there's some condiments. There's some chilies, it looks like. Some soy sauce. Let's try this. Ooh. Right away, you taste the coconut milk. You definitely taste the garlic. And of course, that super flavorful chicken broth. This is the perfect breakfast food because it's pretty much like a bowl of chicken porridge. I love the coconut milk that's in here. It gives it such a nice, creamy, vibrant flavor. The rice is not like mushy like you will find in porridge. It's actually kind of al dente. Chicken strips nice and tender. Also, I got some of this. This is paru goreng. So goreng just means fried, and paru is beef lung. It's sliced very, very thin, and it definitely feels very, very crispy. The outside is like a cracker almost. The inside kind of feels a bit like jerky. And this is something that pretty much everybody has at their table. Wow. It's not like a jerky at all. I gotta watch out. I definitely did not see that there was skewers going in here. This is actually really, really delicious. So what I thought was kind of a strand of beef was actually the skewer. This is awesome. This thing is super crispy on the outside. The meat itself, just a tiny bit organy. The thicker part's definitely more of a jerky flavor. This is borderline addictive. This is really good. Try that out with my soto. Add a bit of chilies in here to spice things up a bit. See what happens. I don't know if you're supposed to do this. Oh, places like this, they don't joke around. They're some of the spiciest chilies ever. I did not expect it to be that spicy. This is not for beginners. I think the other two are though. Flat out chicken rice soup and a crunchy addictive beef chip. That chili is really good though. It's so spicy, but it tastes so good in this nice rich porridge. It's pretty much deep fried, really crispy, thinly sliced beef jerky with a slight organy flavor. This is awesome. Moment of silence for the fallen beef lung. That was sad. Great start to this food day. Wow, that entire breakfast was around $1 US. That was pretty filling too. All right, next, of course, gotta grab some noodles. I think this is the place in this nice little neighborhood. So these are best sellers.
Yeah, this is a little bit spicy.
Little
but
bit
it's
spicy. This is very spicy.
Yeah.
I love how food here is not a ginormous bowl, so I could try a lot of different things. And this is a very popular noodle restaurant. They serve all sorts of different noodles, like Indonesian noodles, Chinese flavored noodles, Singapore, and this is their best seller, the Sichuan flavored noodles. And you get this and a bowl of soup, and I got a drink. So there's slices of chicken inside, little crispy wontons, some bok choy. That's nice. Really nice noodle texture. They warned me that this was gonna be really spicy. I think heat-wise, it is really spicy, but it doesn't hold a candle to the spicy sauce I had at the last place. It's delicious. Super thick, chewy noodles, every strand covered in sauce. There's slices of chicken in here, little scallions. The wontons brings a nice little crispy texture. The soup is nice because this is a very saucy, very rich bowl of noodles. I remember the first time I came to Indonesia, I think the first thing I ate was a bowl of noodles. I feel like every Asian country I go to, the first thing I want to eat always is a bowl of noodles. They definitely seasoned this one pretty well. Spicy, nummy, a little sweet. I think in general, the flavor of Indonesian food tends to be a little on the sweeter side. But yeah, this will light you up and make you feel good at the same time. It's something mixed with orange juice. I feel like it's butterfly peas mixed with orange juice. And the total for this meal, about $2. I think I could feed myself for the entire day, probably for around $5 US. Also, that place was air conditioned, which was very nice. The next place I'm going to is right around the corner. This is gonna be good. Yeah, this place right here. Oh man, they told me they're temporarily closed. That smells so good. They sell crispy duck, fried crispy duck. It's a shame. I think what I'm trying to get to, yeah, oh yeah, here it is. What's the best one?
Yes,
This the best original?
Yes.
Okay, I will take original, please. Wow, I have never had lumpia like this before. So this establishment is probably the most famous place in the city for this dish. And look at all the stuff they give you, all for your fried lumpia. First of all, this thing is beautiful. Really crispy skin on the outside. So this is the classic, and it comes with spring onions, cucumbers, chilies, garlic. I don't even know what to do with all the sauce. So inside the lumpia, there's crunchy bamboo shoots, there's chicken, nice umami flavor from the shrimp, and some eggs. I'm just gonna mix and match. No idea how to eat this. So this should be the sweet sauce. Yep, add some garlic in here. This thing is beautifully fried, by the way. I added some garlic on there already. I think it's gonna go good with this. I think it's a mustard sauce. One bite, and my taste buds are buzzing. This is so freaking crispy. I can see why they give you all these condiments. You do need some chilies. Yeah, I think I'll go great with some chilies. Take a bite of this. Bite of chilies. And bite of scallions. Okay, that's good. The mustard sauce, I think, also a little sweet. So I see people just kind of cutting it open and then adding the sauce to it. So I want some garlic in mine for sure. Nobody else is really utilizing the chilies or scallions, but I'm a big fan. This is awesome. This thing is a crispy umami bomb. Inside, there's so much umami from the shrimp. The bamboo shoots provides a nice crunch, and the outside is just explosive crunchiness. Add in some cucumbers. First of all, the texture is crazy good. It's like the crispiest spring roll you'll ever bite into. The sauce is everything. All a tad sweet, which actually goes really well with the savory lumpia. I really like the garlic, which is also a little sweet. I think garlic in this mustardy sauce is my favorite, with a little bit of chilies. I think most people come here and just get the classic version of this dish. I feel like this is a dish that's best when you eat everything together. Like I said, the lumpia has such great texture. It's crunchy inside, ultra crunchy on the outside. Very aromatic, especially when you add in the fresh spring onions. I think this is such a great addition to this dish. The mustard sauce I like is almost like a lighter honey mustard sauce. Yeah, bite of the lumpia and then snap into the scallions and chilies. So you get a burst of savory sweet flavor with a refreshing spicy garlicky kick. This dish is, I feel like it's almost like half savory dish, half dessert. So actually it goes really well with coffee. Oh, it's nice. This is more like a snack. I feel like I'm sitting in a cafe, a coffee shop, eating this instead of a croissant. I got less than 3 hours left. Luckily, the next food place was right around the corner. Doesn't look like there's a noodle shop around here. And I would be wrong. There is. Wow, all right. It's like a car garage. Here we go. Noodles.
In Semarang.
In Semarang, this is the best.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I trust you. This is one of the hottest cities in Indonesia. And oh my gosh, I'm feeling it. I'm just standing here in the shade and it's just like a steam bath. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of little stalls. I'm actually looking for this one here, Pak Sentot. So I'm looking for some noodles. Look at this beauty of a noodle. It's freshly boiled noodles with chicken, little spinach, a little chicken soup on the side. The chicken on top looks super flavorful. The noodles look really bouncy and nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. Get that, a good mix. Get all the gravy from the chicken. Mix in with the noodles. They have scallions at the table. So just put some of that on there. They have these wontons at the table that people are just picking up and eating. This is, looks like cucumbers, pickled cucumbers. Put some of that in there. This is the kind of stuff I love. A roadside noodle stall, or in this case, a noodle stall inside a car garage. It's great. I was kind of afraid that the amount of chicken and gravy they give me is not gonna season the noodles. Oh, it seasoned the noodles really well. Covered it with this nice, flavorful oils. Giving us so much umami, like every single strain, so much umami. Oh, the chicken is good. The chicken is really good. It's very concentrated stewed chicken on top. The meat's tender, the flavor is extraordinary. It's really rich and savory. Again, the oil from the gravy and the chicken really seasons all the noodle that's in here. They just give you like a bowl with a pack of hot sauce. I feel like this is gonna be even better with hot sauce. Let's try some of this. Oh my gosh. I hope this is not nuclear. I don't know how spicy this thing is. Hard to control when it's coming out of a bag. Let's try the soup too. Chicken soup, really light. I don't know if this is gonna be too much, but let's mix that in. That's good. I think it'd be better if they had like the chilies like the first place. These chilies are very mild. I love the noodles so much. I love trying noodles like this. The noodles themselves are able to retain so much of their chewy texture. I feel like these bag of chilies, it's kind of like spicy tomato sauce. It makes the noodles more tomatoey than spicy. Cozy, local bowl noodles. And I bet this thing is like $1 or less. incredible. I feel like after this, I need to find a place with some air conditioning. Actually, I know just the place. It's gonna be awesome. It really is. Maybe not as awesome as this because this is just like the highlight of my day right now, but it is gonna be awesome. That was about 50 cents. That might be the greatest bowl of noodles I've ever purchased for 50 cents, ever. Or maybe the greatest food item in general I've ever purchased for 50 cents. Yeah, $5 a day on food. You can eat very, very well here, for sure. This is freaking beautiful. Freshly barbecued lamb skewers on a sizzling hot plate. And the skewers are all made fresh. Never seen this before. Like when they're about to make the skewers is when they slice the meat off the lamb. Little dipping sauce. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. This is a mixed skewer, and it's a mix of different cuts of the lamb. So in each skewer, there are pieces of fat, and I think pieces of the liver. There's pieces of lean meat. There's whole pieces of fat, which you gotta have when it comes to lamb barbecue. And there's a piece of organ as well. I think it's the liver. Oh my gosh. This is delicious beyond words. The skewers are off the charts tender. I mean, this is absolutely melting in your mouth lamb. Okay, they didn't season this at all on the grill. What you are getting is that amazing flavor from the smoke, the wood charcoal, infusing this with that wonderful smoky flavor. They give you a plate of dipping sauce, which I think is a mix between something sweet and in soy sauce and chilies. I think that's the liver. That's so good. That might be one of my favorite pieces on the skewer. Oh my gosh. The lean meat is tender. The fat, of course, melts in your mouth. The organ meat gives the skewer so much depth and umami. And each piece is cooked perfectly. Just so freaking tender. Oh my gosh. Of course, all that wonderful flavor of the smoke. I got some rice to eat with it. This is such a simple but freaking majestic meal. Very primal too, you know? Never had a lamb skewer where they put all different parts of the lamb onto one skewer. When they said mixed to me, I thought they were mixing it with lamb and chicken or something. This is better than great. This is Tony the Tiger great. Oh my gosh. The only bad thing about this is the skewers took about, I think, 10 to 15 minutes to cook. So I'm really down on time right now. I really wanted to walk around. There's a giant market I want to walk around. There's also the Oldtown that was established like in the 17th century that I wanted to see. And there's a place there I want to eat at. So, and I only have like about an hour and a half to do all this. So I gotta hurry up and eat. All right, I'll see you in a bit. So this is the largest market in the city. And they sell everything from clothes to home goods, snacks. It is really, really hot in here though. And there is a lot of food in this market. Up there, it looks like there's a bunch of food vendors. I just wanted to stop by and walk through real quick just to take a look. It's really cool. I mean, this is a ginormous market. Like each building you go into sells something different. In the building I'm at right now, there's fruits and vegetables and meats. Like you could easily spend hours walking around this market and getting everything you need for your house. Unfortunately, I don't have much time at all, so I'm gonna head through here and head to Oldtown. So this is it. Welcome to Oldtown. Welcome to Oldtown, aka Kotalama, aka Little Netherlands. And this all started in the late 1600s. So this is when the Dutch East India Company struck a deal with the Mataram Kingdom. So they made this into a fortified trading post. So this is why you see so much Dutch architecture here in Oldtown. That's beautiful. It's like stepping into a whole different country. And right here, this is the iconic Blindok Church. This was built in 1742. And look at this, the dome is red and everything else is white. Oh, here it is. And this is the restaurant I want to eat at Oldtown. Look at this. All the food's laid out in front of you. You just grab it. I'm still not sure how this thing works. I'm just doing what other people are doing. Wash my hands, grab the plate, start putting food on. I think they just charge by plate. And you can pretty much put whatever you want on the plate. There's a lot of people in line. I was feeling a lot of pressure because I went to grab some noodles and they were telling me something. I didn't really understand what. By the time I figured out they were just telling me to grab a spoon, I was already kind of like pushed to the end of the line. So this is all I got. This is definitely a place I feel like you should come with a local friend. I think as a tourist, try to navigate this by yourself, a bit confusing. I'm still confused as to how I pay for this. I'm not sure. I got a fried, looks like fried vegetable, egg, I think some beef curry, some greens and rice. This is all I got. This is all I managed to grab. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's like dozens of dishes on there, but like I said, it was kind of confusing, so I didn't get as much as I should have. Let's try it though. So this is like a curried egg, like an egg and curry. Kind of like a Scotch egg. This egg dipped in a little breading and lightly fried with curry on the outside. Not bad. I saw a lot of people getting this. I think this is collard greens. Oh, this is yummy. That's really yummy, especially with the egg. Okay, so they actually charge per item that you get. So it's not per plate. Now I'm kind of glad I didn't just put everything in here. So I really like the collard greens. They definitely cooked that in a lot of fish sauce. This beef thing is one of the only proteins that I got. Kind of looks like beef rendang stewed in chilies. That's good. Big old nice tendon in here that gives it a good chew. This is really flavorful. Wonderful sauce as well. I still don't know what this is. It kind of tastes like fried tofu skin. It's nice and crispy. I mean, overall, this is a really cool place. There's tons of people here. Like I said, if you've never been here before, it'd be nice to have someone tell you what the dishes are. Or you could just do what I did and just grab whatever looks good. I mean, it tastes pretty good as well. And then when you sit down, they come over and calculate your check for you. I like this place. It's such a beautiful old building. It's air conditioned, a huge selection of different type of dishes. I got lucky because when I came in, there was nobody in line at all. Now the line is out the door. Wait till you see the line. It is crazy long right now. I think I'm the only one that doesn't really know what's going on. But hey, there you go. Walk in, take a plate, put some food on there. Keep in mind with every single dish, the price goes up. And then feast on some delicious local Indonesian food.
Next, we're heading to Surabaya. This is where things turn up because Surabaya doesn't do subtle. The flavors here are intense, rich, and unapologetically heavy. Think slow-cooked broths, bold spices, and dishes that hits you instantly. If you came hungry, this city's ready for you.
And the first restaurant I'm going to is only about a 10-minute walk from here. So not a lot of breakfast places are open this early, but this place right by the port seems to be super popular. And they serve a traditional beef rib soup from Sulawesi. And it looks incredible. Ginormous beef ribs with tons of spices and herbs. I think this is gonna be an awesome breakfast. Okay, this beef rib soup looks incredible. 2 beef ribs full of lean meat, fat, tendon, collagen, all the good stuff. Looks like there's fried garlic, scallions. Oh my gosh, look at this broth. Holy moly. And on your table, there's also fish cake and rice if you need it. Wow. That is intense. Like super intense beef flavor. Like ultra intense beef flavor. You taste definitely so much of the fat and oil in this broth. Yeah, I feel like this would definitely help with a squeeze of lime for sure. Maybe a few squeezes of lime. I'm going for 3 of these. Oh yeah, that makes such a difference. That immediately cuts through so much of the fat and oil. Not saying the fat and oil is not delicious, it is, but that definitely helps make the flavor so much brighter. Look at this. This is just all bones you need to gnaw on. Yeah, these are some very tender beef ribs right here. Very tender. I think the best way to do this is just pick it up and take a bite. That is just so tender. That is so tender. Wow. By the way, I just want to say, this is an awesome breakfast. Some people, I think, might consider this a little heavy for breakfast. I think this is absolutely perfect. Ribs for breakfast, why not? I think this is better for breakfast than bacon. Yeah, this stuff is ridiculously tender. Wow. Comes right off. This broth is so good after a few squeezes of lime. Yeah, this bone is absolutely perfect. There's meat, there's fat, there's tendon. Some nice cartilage as well. I'm just picking up this bone right here. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, man. Zero resistance. All right, I'm gonna add some of the sambal. I think this is mainly for the rice, but I'm gonna add some of this on my plate. Look at that whole boneless beef rib. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna dump this in a little bit of sambal. That's good with the beef. Now I kind of wish I got some rice. Not the sticky rice. They also have regular steamed rice. That's what seems to be most people are eating. Oh man, this is awesome. This melts in your mouth. Ridiculously tender beef with the sambal. Look at that nice tendon holding everything together. That's such a delicious sauce, by the way. I bet they made it here. Extra spicy. Perfect with the fatty, rich beef. Really cuts down the richness and adds so much more flavor. Yeah, that would have been perfect with rice. If I eat this again later today, which I want to, it's right by the ship. I much prefer eating this than eating on a boat. I'm getting rice, adding a lot. Hot sauce is so delicious. It's really, really good. Not just spicy, it's so flavorful. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I think it's one of my favorite things in Indonesia so far. Yeah, this piece, all tendon. Just a magical bowl of beef soup. What a find, right off the boat. Magical. Seriously, it's so freaking good. Just got to the city center and the first thing I'm eating is a bowl of rawon. So when you are in East Java, this is a must-try dish. This dish is so historic. I think it's been around for over 1,000 years. They also call this black beef soup based on the distinct dark colors of the soup. Look at this thing. Beef soup in a very dark broth with some herbs, garlic, what looks like super tender chunks of beef. Pushing this with a spoon. Yeah, this thing is tender. It's really, really tender. And this dish is usually served with some rice, some sambal. Looks like there's some sprouts out here. They also brought over a couple of dishes of fried food. This is a fried banana, fried tofu. And these are all dishes that if you eat, you pay. If you don't eat, you don't pay. There's also a plate here with salted egg, with the beef lung I had yesterday, and it looks like some fish dish. These are all things that, again, if you eat it, you pay for it. If not, you don't. So it looks like how people are eating this. First of all, I just want to taste this broth. Whoa. I think this is more intense than the broth I had this morning. Like way more intense. Wow, this is almost like a sauce. There's so much flavor. It's so rich and potent. This tastes like, I don't know, a broth you should be soaking noodles in. This thing will be very difficult to eat without rice, for sure. But at the same time, it's freaking delicious. Super beefy. It's also oniony. Yeah, you taste the onions, which adds a bit of sweetness. Well, this is a very intense bowl of soup here. So I see what people are doing is scooping some of the sambal, some of the rice in the spoon and dunking it into the broth. Oh yeah. That's absolutely perfect. I think about half a spoon of rice perfectly balances out the flavors of the soup. Perfect. And the sambal, like, I love it when people just go nuclear with their hot sauce. This thing is spicy, and I think only a super spicy hot sauce will go with this potent broth. The sprouts are nice and crunchy as well. I think just a tiny bit of the sambal is needed. Oh my gosh. That's delicious. That's so freaking good. All right, let's take it up a notch. Let's get a piece of beef in there this time. Oh, that's so good. That is a tender but super flavorful piece of beef. This is so delicious. Oh, the hot sauce is so good. Oh, they don't put the hot sauce on the table. Probably because it'll just melt a hole right through it. That beef is so yummy. With just an absurd amount of flavor in every single bite of the soup. I love this. I think this and the short rib soup I had earlier is what I consider a perfect breakfast. Oh, by the way, these are mung bean sprouts. These are not soybean sprouts, so it's pretty unique. I love breakfasts that are substantial. I like it a little heavy. Most of all, I like it with so much flavor. And this just checks all the boxes for me. And the thing is, this soup is not just like salty or something. It's fatty, it's aromatic. It's so deep and rich in umami. It's absolutely freaking delicious. Oh, I just took a direct shot of those chilies. I love this so much. Didn't really feel like I needed anything extra besides this. Perfect meal for me. Yeah, no wonder this dish has been around for such a long time. This is one of those things that you can eat every single day for breakfast. Never get sick of it. Wow, right down the street. Look at this place. This place sells Soto Ayam, and it is absolutely hopping. I'm definitely getting a bowl. I think this is a local hot spot right here. I'm sitting inside though. This is so hot. I'm sitting like in this back room here. Ooh, it is a steam bath in here. It's probably gonna get a lot hotter after this dish. Wish I snagged a seat outside, but everything was full. Ooh, wow, this is way different than what I had last time. Look at this. Of course, Soto Ayam is a very traditional Indonesian chicken soup. And inside this one, look at this. Solid chunks of chicken that I think they're putting fresh into the soup. Look at that. This bowl is loaded with chicken with some sort of powder on top. There's eggs in here. Rice, of course. There's noodles. And they give you like a little lemon so you can squeeze in there. And there's more of this powder. There's this. Oh, that's delicious. That's really delicious. Apparently, so I asked, and this is apparently koya powder. And it's usually made with ground up bright garlic or onions or shrimp. Like I said, it tasted super nice and toasty. Yeah, it tastes like toasted garlic. And I see people just dumping this onto the soup. That's what I'm gonna do. This powder's delicious. Let me try this broth without the citrus first. Wow, it's so good. Oh, so much flavor. So much rich chickeny flavor. And it's going to get a lot brighter with the addition of the citrus juice. Oh yeah, this is going to make it so much better. For sure. Oh yeah, flavor is much, much brighter with a squeeze of lemon. This is a very hearty and very thick and rich version of this dish. Because this dish, it really changes everywhere you go in Indonesia. Wow, the chicken is so good. Every spoonful you're getting chicken. The egg is also making it nice and rich. Saw people add sambal in here. Let me do that. Add some sambal. I also see people adding this, maybe like a sweet soy sauce. It looks like it could be. Yep. I think that's a sweet soy sauce. Add the sambal in here. Awesome. This might be the most hearty chicken rice soup you'll ever put in your mouth. Seriously, every bite. Giant chunks of tender chicken. But it's so freaking delicious. You know that old Campbell's soup commercial? Soup that eats like a meal, but it's never actually true. This is a soup that actually eats like a meal. They give you a big bowl of this too. Like after you're done with this, you're good for a long, long while. Right now, this is a bowl that's spicy, it's citrusy, it's absolutely stuffed full of umami. Got tender chicken, delicious rice and noodles. Yeah, I definitely know why there's a line now. That's freaking awesome. That's so hearty. That chicken stew, that's so nice. Yeah, it's definitely raising my body temperature right now, but worth it. Look at this. A line of people out the door now. Holy moly. All right, I gotta hurry up and eat and get out of here. It really does feel like I'm in a sauna right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, it feels so good to be outside. I mean, look at this place. Absolute line out the door. Yeah, this looks like the place. I've been looking for like a good seafood restaurant to go to in the city, and this seems to be it. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, look at the size of that crab. That's gotta be the biggest mud crab I have ever seen in my life.
Almost 2 kilos.
2 kilos?
Yes, right.
How much is this crab? 2 million.
Indonesian rupiah.
Wow, that's over $100. It's pretty expensive.
Yeah, very expensive.
It's huge though. They also have, look at squid, fish, lobster, red snapper. Wow, that's a fan clam. That is ginormous. Look at this. Look at the size of these clams. Oysters. All sorts of different types of fish. Scallops. Jeez. Mussels. Wow, what a place. That is crazy. What is your specialty?
Maybe grilled.
Grilled? Okay.
Special sauce. The water. You like spicy or not?
Spicy, I do.
Spicy. So this one's very spicy.
Okay, I'll take the
This one
water.
already-
So this is a really cool restaurant. So you pick out your seafood first, and then you come back. There's a menu item. There's a bunch of stuff on the menu as well. If you want some other seafood or vegetables, let's see here. It's so hard to find drinks without sugar here. That is definitely the biggest mud crab I've ever seen. But I mean, I really want it, but $126. I feel like it'd be a little wasted on me. And this will probably be my last meal here in Surabaya because today's time schedule is pretty similar to yesterday's. Got to be back to the ship by around 3 o'clock, so I think about an hour and a half left. I'm excited for this though. This looks like a pretty legit seafood restaurant. Wow, all right. This crab smells good. Way smaller than the other crab though. Oh my gosh. This is a beautiful looking and smelling crab. Look at that. Whole roasted garlic. The sauce smells so savory, a little sweet. Definitely a lot of umami in this sauce. It smells really buttery as well. This is such a uniquely delicious smelling sauce. Oh my gosh. Open the crab up. Of course, all the innards, all the good stuff is left behind for you to enjoy. Oh man, this sauce smells so spectacular. I am really, really excited for this. And take Oh, look at the size of the claw on this crab. This thing is absolutely ginormous. Burning hot too. This sauce is really, really sticky. Oh my gosh, this crab smells so freaking good, I kid you not. I've eaten a lot of mud crabs in my life. This sauce is so unique to me. Oh my gosh, it smells so great. This is pure crabby magic right here. Wow, I'm gonna try a cold roast garlic. Wow. This sauce is absolutely phenomenal. It's a little sweet, very sticky. Got a nice caramelized buttery flavor. And looking around, everybody got the same sauce. So I think I chose wisely today. The crab itself, obviously so tender and succulent and sweet. This sauce is awesome. Like really awesome. When you're eating mud crab though, you gotta be careful not to bite into a piece of the shell. The shell in this crab is like armor. Wow, that was absolutely life-changing. I also got some local spinach. This is my local spinach, stir fry with garlic. These whole roasted garlic in this caramelized butter sauce. It's so freaking wonderful. This sweet buttery sauce is an absolute flavor matched in heaven for this crab. Never forget the best part of the crab right here, the innards. Oh, this is so awesome. Check this out. This is a grilled barramundi with their special sauce on top. Look at this thing, is like thick, rich, chili-filled sauce just completely covering the entire fish. Look at that. Oh my gosh, this thing is grilled so beautifully. So the top part is the skin, and the sauce has completely submerged the fish. So every piece of the fish you remove, it's just covered in the sauce. Oh man. Smell garlic, smell the chilies, a little ginger. Oh my God. This is so good, it hurts me. It hurts me. How delicious is this? This is a beautifully grilled fish. The skin is nice and toasty. The flesh, look how juicy the meat is. White, every piece is flaky and juicy. And barramundi is such a mild fish, so it goes absolutely perfect with the chili sauce on top. Chase it with some of my spinach. I mean, this whole fish, you can tell from the glistening meat how tender and juicy this fish is. This sauce too, even though it's covered in chilies, it's just a little bit spicy. What it does is adding so much rustic, earthy umami to this fish. The sauce is like, it's such an interesting flavor. Like it's mixing everything from chilies to garlic to gingers to all sorts of different herbs. So every bite you take, it's spicy, it's super aromatic flavors, just mixing with that rustic base of the sauce. And this thing just goes perfectly with the fish because it doesn't really overpower the flavor of the fish at all. This is great. I think I picked a couple really good dishes here. This is my first time having seafood here in Indonesia. I remember last time coming to Jakarta and eating seafood, and it was freaking phenomenal. They really add a lot of interesting elements to their seafood. Yeah, I'm pretty much finished with the fish already. Oh, this was masterful, so good. Grilled fish, amazing. And all this, fresh as can be, nothing frozen. Oh, it's so wonderful.
Next up, Jakarta, the capital. It's fast, it's chaotic, and packed with food from all over the country. This is where everything comes together. Regional specialties, street side classics, and modern twists all in one place.
All right, I'm here at our first location. My friends are really shy, they don't want to be on camera. And we're at the Meat Kerating restaurant. And right now, it's all about the brunch. And when you eat brunch here in Indonesia, a lot of noodles gets involved. So let's start out with our first one. This place is supposed to make a great bowl of chicken and pork, or char siu noodles. Let's take a look. Come here. Some greens and sprouts just went into the water. Oh, look at those. Those look like freshly made noodles. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Char siu pork goes in. Oh, some chicken that's covered in some type of gravy. Whenever I'm in a new country, a new city, I'm trying their local food out for the first time. It's just such a sense of anticipation. Right now, I'm getting butterflies. It's like I'm on a first date or something. This is called curly noodles. It looks pretty simple. Some chicken, looks like it's braised in some kind of soy sauce broth, and some char siu, or Chinese roast pork. What I'm really excited about this dish is this. Look at these noodles. As soon as he took out these noodles and threw it into the water, you can tell these were freshly made noodles. And I confirmed it, they make these noodles themselves here. Look at this, look how well all the sauce is covering each strand of noodles here. This is the special bowl right here. So it has both the chicken and the pork, which, you know, come on, in a perfect world, you need at least those two meats to have a noodle party. I have trouble talking because it just, every time I get a whiff of this, my mouth just waters non-stop. Also, check out this condiment. Look at this thing. This is like a crazy pot of just chilies floating on top and vinegar. You know how much I love my vinegar when it comes to noodles. And these noodles, especially with some pork and with a saucy chicken, you need some vinegar to kind of counterbalance that. And this is gonna fit that role perfectly. And two more things I want to introduce you guys to. This is a homemade hot sauce they have here for the noodles as well. And finally, this what they call lard here. And it's just dried pork belly and pork skin, and that's gonna add that final delightful crunch on top of the noodles that is pretty much gonna make your noodle dreams come true. Let me just try a piece of this. Oh. It's the perfect amount of crunchiness. It's not so hard it's gonna, like, you know, knock your teeth out or something. It's actually quite gentle. Oh man, fattiness of the pork, it just dances on your tongue. Time to get my Indonesian food adventure started. Wow times infinity. I mean, it's pretty much what I expected. The noodles, I feel like, is the star of the show, really. Like I said, al dente, extremely chewy. This is like the most high quality ramen you will ever have. And it's more of a soy sauce based flavor, so you definitely taste that umaminess in every single strand. The pork, slightly sweet. Oh, so porky. And the chicken, that soy sauce flavor, it's really steeped into the chicken. It's a little sweet, the flavor is very deep. Overall, this bowl of noodles, extremely robust. I mean, this is a flavor bomb, and I can already tell it's gonna taste so much better with some chilies and some vinegar, and then a little bit of homemade hot sauce. And should we just add a couple, you know, just a little bit. All right. Can't waste that. This is the first time we're inviting the crispy pork, the lard, to the party. I know this is gonna be good. I know it. It's like I can predict the future. You hear that, right? Every single ingredient plays the perfect role here. This bowl of noodles is like to play Hamilton, where every single aspect just creates the perfect showcase of flavor. You got your nice crunch from the greens, from the sprouts. Then you got a different crunch from the crispy pork. Oh, and that crunch, every time you bite down, it's like a firework shooting across the sky, because it brings with it not just that beautiful sounding crunch, but just that nice melty porky flavor all over the noodles and everywhere else in your mouth. You're gonna have a good time with this bowl of noodles. Oh my gosh. I mean, what better in a chewy bowl of noodles than some crispy pork? The answer, nothing. Oh, and by the way, the closer you get to the bottom of this bowl, the better these noodles taste. Because at the bottom is where the vegetables reside and a lot of the crunchy pork. So when you dig down below, it's so much crispier, crunchier, porkier than the noodles you're eating from the top. That's a good bite. I love it when the grand finale of a dish resides at the bottom of the bowl. My favorite. It's like a hidden surprise. Nice little bowl of soup, kind of cleanse the flavor in your mouth a little bit. And some Indonesian sweet tea. If you guys didn't notice, this is a pretty darn good start to my day. So let me finish this and maybe slim down another bowl, and then let's keep this food tour going. Location number 2, Soto Medan. This is gonna be a very traditional Indonesian dish. Here we're having rice and coconut soup. Now, I've had coconut rice and regular soup. I've never had coconut. There's a Domino's pizza. Forget that. Let's go eat here. Oh, come look at this. Besides the soup and the rice, you get an assortment of meat. So you got some chicken here. This is chicken liver. I think it's wrapped in some, maybe also some chicken innards. This is beef hearts, little potato fritters, and regular cuts of beef. And he's chopping all that up for us. And whoa, look at that. He's pounding the chicken with the bottom of his knife. This is why I love traveling to different cultures because, all right, chicken and beef is everywhere, but the different ways that people treat it and the different ways that people serve it, it's just so incredible to me. I'm so excited to try all the different types of meat here. I mean, this is so unique. This is a soto, coconut soup. And the inside is what I showed you guys before, different parts of the chicken, different parts of the beef. That's all in here. So to complement this, you got some lime, you got the sambal sauce, you got the rice, you got these melenjo crackers that are made from the special nut, some potato fritters. Look at this. This looks like a udon noodle, but it's not. It's a fake udon. It's a udon cracker. It's actually just like a rice cracker. It's really light. And all of this can either be dipped in here, put in here, or eaten on its own. So first thing I gotta do, of course, is try out the essence of this meal. Look at this. The soup is really, really thick. And look at all the stuff that's in here. Man, looks like there's some tripe in here as well. Wow, that's interesting. Whoa, this is another one of those dishes that the flavor profile changes once it enters your mouth. As soon as I tasted it, you can taste the nuttiness of the soup. You don't really taste the coconut. Like, I didn't taste the coconut in the first maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, but maybe second number 5. Wow, where did all the tropicalness come from? I mean, there's a hula dancers dancing on my tongue. Sambal sauce, which I absolutely love. Oh, this is spicy. Now we're inviting some chilies to the party. This is gonna get a little wild. Oh, heck yeah. Slap me in the face good now. It doesn't really overpower the flavor of the soup. No, not at all. You still get that really awesome flavor of the coconut. And I think the coconut flavor presents itself earlier now that the lime and chilies are in there. It's interesting little crackers. Oh, it's so light. I'm gonna use it as a little dipping vessel here. It's got the nice little crevices. Oh, it's melting. Oh, it's melting. Oh, that's a good compliment. Well, interesting. This, you could just let it soak in there and have it all like soak up the broth. But I like it a little more with the crisp. Oh, one more thing that I was supposed to add in here. The sweet soy sauce. Look at this. This is not like any soy sauce I've ever seen because look how thick this is. I don't know if you guys can see. This is, you see that? Probably because of the sugar content that's in the soy sauce. And I was told to add some the soy sauce in this soup. Ooh, that was like more like syrup than soy sauce. And I was told to like take my cracker and put some soy sauce on the cracker directly and take a bite. This is a great dipping sauce. Wow. It's not as salty as regular soy sauce, so you're not overwhelmed with the saltiness. That's a great combo. I mean, you never really see party trays where you have some crackers and some soy sauce, but you should if you have this soy sauce. But let me dip this in here. I don't know if this is like, you know, what people do here, but I want to do it. So I think it's all soaked up in there right now. Oh, you do that when you come here. Oh, that's great. These crackers are a little, they're still remain a little chewy, not crunchy anymore after you, Let me try the little potato fritters. And I think this, honestly, I don't know if this is what people do in Indonesia, but this needs to go into the soup for a couple of reasons. I think if I mash it, I'm gonna be able to get the little bits of potatoes everywhere in this soup, and that is gonna level up my soup even more. Because mushy potatoes, whenever they go inside a soup, I think it makes the soup better. That's just me. All right, so now I'm gonna take some of my rice. Let's go in here and take a dive. Yeah. Hey, you know what? I don't know if I was supposed to do that whole potato thing. Wow. You should do that potato thing. I'm gonna put another one in here. I don't know if you guys in Indonesia are watching this and just like cursing my name right now or something, but man, this tastes pretty darn good in here. I mean, it makes the soup a little thicker, a little more starchy, but it also makes it more creamy. You see how thick this, it's like almost a potato chowder now here. Oh, let me get a big spoonful with all the meats. So the beef, the tripe. Oh, that's awesome. That is really awesome. I did not expect how tender that beef is. And another thing about this, you have a lot of chicken innards and beef innards in this soup. I'm sorry, in this stew I just created. You taste none of the funkiness. There are no organy flavor in this whatsoever. All you get is the nice texture and the flavor of the meat. Oh my gosh, there's so much beefy flavor. My God. I'm telling you guys, don't judge me until you try this. Potatoes in this soup. You want to smile? You want to have a good day? You want to have a good food day? Put your potatoes in this soup. And this is a special soda from Medan, which is a city where this dish is from. It looks like a cherry Coke. It's like a birch beer. Yeah, it's like a birch beer. It's a root, some kind of root soda. All right, there's so much more to come on this food day, but so far, 2 fantastic stops. I'm gonna give this a little more one-on-one attention, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. This round, we're going back to noodles, and this is obviously a Chinese-influenced noodle shop. Bak mi king. Bak mi means noodles, and it's Kejiamian, Hokkien noodles. Let's try some Hokkien noodles. That's so pretty. This is the Kejiamian or bak mi, and little quail eggs. They look like little tea eggs, except for they're little quail eggs, and some soup. So it looks like some chicken on top, little bit of mushrooms. And the noodles, again, you can tell right away, this is made here. Look at this. Look how bouncy this is. That's a sign of a really fresh noodle. I mean, this thing is just glistening. It looks like a really simple bowl of noodles with some chicken. I'm assuming this is a little bit of chicken broth on the bottom of these noodles as well. It smells this smells so chickeny. I mean, just such a crazy whiff of chicken aroma hits your nose as soon as this is anywhere close to your face. I gotta say, I am absolutely head over heels in love with the texture of these noodles. And that's on top of the wonderful chicken flavor. Oh man. Hang on. I gotta give props to that chicken. I mean, yeah, it's just chicken, but wow. That's like chicken on flavor steroids. I mean, that is an insanely flavorful bite of chicken because it's little bits of chicken that's also absorbed a lot of the chicken broth. Wow, that is such a flavorful bite of chicken. It's funny because it's so hard to mess this bowl of noodles up just because of the noodles alone. I mean, about as good of a noodle as you can ever have. Little quail eggs. You know what? I'm just gonna pretend they're regular sized tea eggs and I'm just ginormous. All that flavor has penetrated the egg whites and soaked into the egg yolks as well. A little sweeter than I would like. But with the noodles, it brings more of an eggy and creamy factor to it. Here's how good these noodles are. I finished about half a bowl before I realized I should have put some chili in here. So let's do that. Oh, also, I love this country. The liberal use of lard, these crispy little pieces of pork, whenever you go to a noodle shop, is a habit I wish all noodle shops around the world should adopt. You guys ever seen a ring pork before? Here's what it looks like. Let's do some chili and a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of this chili sauce as well. Now I wish there's more noodles in here to be kind of touched by the chili, but I accidentally ate most of it. Like I said in the first noodle place, a little crispy pig. Oh, man. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Kind of got a surprise attack by some chilies in my throat. Anyway, like I was saying, these little crispy pieces of pork, absolutely perfect with these noodles. I especially like it when I get down to the bottom. Every bite, a little spicy, a little crunchy. Got the little pop and fat from the pork pieces. You guys know, noodles, that's my life. That's why every different country I go to, every different culture I explore, I love tasting their noodle dishes. And you guys in Indonesia, you're pretty darn lucky. But I think the biggest advantage of noodle places here in Indonesia are your little pieces of crispy pork. Oh my God, this is a must. I mean, now that I've had it, I'm gonna find this in the US and start adding it to all my ramen dishes from now on. All right, for this next place, we're gonna change it up a bit. We're gonna have some seafood. And this restaurant comes highly recommended from you guys. It's called 212 Wiro Sebleng. And as soon as I got here, I mean, something about smoke coming from a restaurant grill that's on the outside of the place, that's just enough to get my heart pounding. So, went through the menu, got some grilled fish, some mussels, some clams. It's gonna be great lunch number 4. And of course, my first taste of coconut here in Indonesia. And this is really cool. This is orange juice and coconut, so it's orange juice. Wow. You need to have a currant juice. It's milky, it's citrusy. Can't wait till my seafood right now. Speaking of my seafood, this is a pomfret fish. This is an ocean fish. Wow, I mean, this is just split down the middle. It's grilled on open flames over charcoal. Look at this fish. I mean, you can tell there's a bunch of spices on here. I consider this grilled to perfection with a little bit of char everywhere. And look how juicy this fish is. Look at that. This thing is glistening like a beauty queen. What is that? Guys, I just ate about 5 bowls of noodles today already, and I can't even be around this right now without salivating. Some morning glory, Hongxin Cai, with some chilies and looks like sambal sauce on here. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, this is even more lovely. I got too many good things in front of me. I'm a little just overwhelmed because I got something else I really need to do. You guys wanna unwrap a food present? Yeah, you do. So do I. So check this out. Guess what's in here? Usually when you see a big thing of banana leaves, it's typically something to do with rice or maybe there's a chicken. There's a crab in here. Are you feeling the emotional connection I'm like living right now? Feels like Christmas morning. Sorry, actually, I didn't get any gifts Christmas morning because we didn't celebrate. Feels like Chinese New Year morning. Oh, ho, ho. The sambal sauce on here is enough to make me cry. You guys ready for this? I hope you ate something before you see this. All right, my mistake. It's not just one crab in here. Couple of crabs covered in sambal sauce. It's got that beautiful aroma of onions and garlic and chilies mixed with a delightful roasted scent of the banana leaves. I don't even know how to approach this right now, but before I get to this, let's try all the other dishes first. The mussels. I'm really confused. I don't know if this mussel is supposed to taste like this. Usually when you taste mussels, they're like extremely tender, right? This feels like it's been fried once. You see how tough this is? It feels like almost like a fried mussel. And it's extremely good. I just don't know if did I just let this sit out a little too long, or it's supposed to be like this? Hang on a second, let me ask him real quick. Yeah, it's deep fried. It's fried first, then sauteed. So it's borderline crunchy mussel. And the inside, it's still really chewy. But the thing I gotta say about this is that texture really works with the mussels. And there's so much flavor in these things. And I think a lot of that comes with whatever this hot sauce is. I mean, this hot sauce is rocking the mussels right now. It's not just pure fire. There's a little sweetness to it, and the flavor is really deep. You got the savoriness. Like I said, a little sweet, tons of heat, definitely. Some happiness jumping up and down, going out in your mouth. It's so, so good. And they are really liberal with the use of garlic. And God bless them for that. Holy cow. I'm sorry, holy mussel. This thing is blowing my mind right now. This fish. Ooh. Hello, baby. Oh, look how lovely that is. Oh. It's grilled so perfectly. I love the smokiness of the fish itself. All that spices that's on top, oh, it's penetrated into the flesh of the fish. Every single morsel is just so delicate. Oh, that's gentle. There's a lot of flavor in this. Let me squirt a little lime juice on this thing because with a fish that's already tasting this good with a little bit of citrus, it's gonna taste even better. The flesh just comes off from the skin effortlessly. Also, I gotta dip the fish in the samba sauce and it also comes with a sweet, the sweet soy sauce with some chili. I mean, it's hard for me to kind of see this getting any better than it already is, but wow. A little more heat, a little more happiness. That's my flow. So good. Sweet soy sauce and chili. Oh man. Wow. This sauce really enhances the smokiness of the fish. It makes it just a tad sweeter, more robust. Enhances the umami flavor of the fish. And that piece of chili, man. Oh. Eating something as good as this on my first day here in this country just makes me really excited for what's to come. Again, just like the mussels, I feel really bad putting this aside, but I got something else I need to try. I gotta get to this. Oh, guess what? Let's try the tamale. Oh, this is some of the best part of the crab. Wow. I feel like Indonesian food, I mean, again, my first day, I don't understand enough about it yet, but Indonesian food is right up my alley. I mean, the flavor profile in most of the dishes I've tried is really just in your face, aggressive, pound you to the ground flavoring. And that I really respect and love about Indonesian cuisine. Let's try a claw. All the shells have been cracked so the flavoring can have access to all the sweet morsels of crab meat. A little sweet, really garlicky, very smoky flavor. You can taste the awesome aroma of the banana leaves in the crab itself. The meat of the crab is tender, it's sweet, it's soaked up. All that delicious samba sauce is steeped into the meat of the crab. Every bite, you are not missing that flavor whatsoever. To say this is tender is an understatement. It really is. This is one of my favorite parts of the crab, the joints right here, because we just take a massive bite. That is so smoky. And wash all that down. Oh, a nice glass of coconut juice. If I had to pick my favorite, I don't even know. I think if I had to pick, I have to go with the mussels because this is the most heaven-sent dish of mussels I think I've ever had. You gotta do this if you're coming here because the sauciness of these dishes requires you to eat rice. Put some rice in that sauce. I can put broccoli in there and still fall in love with it. It's so good. I'm not done yet. All right, I'll see you guys in the next location. All right, just a quick recap. Today I went to 2 noodle places, a coconut soup place, a glorious seafood place, and this is my last lunch. This is lunch number 5. But even after all the food I ate, my appetite is rejuvenated. Like I'm so excited seeing the food here. Grilled beef ribs. They're so pretty. They smell so good. They look so good. And this is not all. It's the soup version. And I get a soup that goes along with these 2 massive plates of beef ribs. I cannot wait to dig in. I can't believe this. Lunch number 5. Never been so excited for it in my life. Let's start with the grilled beef ribs. Oh, look at this. Wanna see it fall off the bone right here? Oh yeah. All right, I gotta say, not a fan of this sauce. It tastes like sort of a sauté sauce with peanuts and something's really sweet about it, but I love this. I mean, the way the meat is cooked, all I'm tasting is just smokiness, basically tasting the fire that's used to cook these ribs. Really, I would like this without the sauce, just a little bit of salt and pepper, cumin, maybe some chilies and cumin. I think it's so fabulous. It's fatty, it's tender, it's everything dino ribs should be. And this is what it comes with a soup because, well, you know, it's pretty dry. I like the soup. I think, honestly, take out the sauce, put the dino ribs into the soup. Let me actually do that. Put that in the soup. Oh yeah, that is good. This and this, that's a great combo. Let's try this. This is the beef rib with soup, and it has a bunch of dry onions on top. I think the soup might be the same. I think this is just that. This is just the ribs in the soup. So pretty much what I just did putting the ribs into the soup is basically this dish right here. Oh, so much better. Here you got the fantastic smoky flavor of the ribs in the soup itself. This is good. A little citrus. Let's add some chili on this as well. Guys, definitely good dish when you come here. I should really love the crispy onions on top of this meat as well. But just a slight bit of crunch. This version, I feel like it's so much better than the dry version. The dry version, you get more of the smoky flavor, but I do feel like that sweet sauce kind of ruined it for me. But here, this thing, a lot of the meat has a nice char on it as well. This is amazing. This is my favorite. The connective tissue between the ribs themselves. Look at all that tendon and cartilage. This thing is perfect. It's got the grilled onions on top as well. A little fat muscle. This right here, that's a great bite. That's a good rib. Hey guys, it's Mike Chen. Like I mentioned when I arrived in Indonesia, what I love about this country is that when you go to different regions, the cuisine changes as well. And today, I'm about to try Padang cuisine. And this is a really, really popular type of food here, emphasized by rich flavors like coconut and chilies. In the restaurant we're going to right now, it's sort of like a version of dim sum. I'll show you what I mean. So as soon as I sat down, this all arrived. That's why I said this place sort of reminds me of a dim sum place. So you get all these dishes. What's really interesting, you gotta keep in mind is that whatever you don't want, don't touch it. I guess you can like move it aside, but if you touch it in any way, you're paying for it. But whatever's in front of me right now, this is all the things I want, including this majestic creature. This is a white snapper curry fish head. And of course, I would never have found this restaurant. My local friends who are right over there, they don't want to be on camera. They told me they come here every single, you guys come here every single week. I don't blame them because this looks absolutely ridiculous. This is what I was told, it's called the marijuana sauce. Not because it has marijuana in there, but it's highly addictive. That's kind of like the crack rolls in Korea. So you're supposed to mix the red with the white, and I'm just gonna mix a little part of it, and that'll be my little fish dipping sauce. I typically like to start with the color part and just getting that nice chunk of meat from this region, and that is just all good eating right here. Happy Indonesia trip to me. Oh God. Speechlessness happened in several different scenarios for me. When I see the Grand Canyon, when I witness a sunset in Sedona, and just now when I bit into this fish head. I've had curry fish head twice in my life. First time was of course in Singapore. It doesn't even hold a candle to this. But the best fish head, curry fish head I've ever had anywhere in the world. Let me get another piece to try to explain to you why this is so good. First of all, do you see? Take a look right here. Just splendid white flesh of this fish. You see that? And you see how easily my spoon is cut into the meat? The fish is delicate, it's flaky, it's just crazy beautiful. Dip it in some of the curry. When you bite down, you don't need to bite hard because that's how delicate the meat is. The meat in the curry, it's almost like a poetic food dance that's just going crazy when you bite into it. Because the fish disintegrates in your mouth and mixes in with the curry flavor. The curry itself, this thing deserves an award. I wouldn't say it's not spicy at all. Very, very subtle hints of heat. I never had curry like this before. It has such a huge flavor of lemongrass. It's just the lime that's in here that adds that beautiful citrus flavor. And all that with the fish. You just want to stand up and give this thing an applause. That's what you want to do. Every single bite I take, I want to stand up and give it a hand. Absolutely amazing. I could dip anything in this curry. I know this is going to go good with my rice. So a little more meat. Look at this thing. Gently scraping the collar meat on this fish. It's like when you take a spoon to an apple, you kind of scrape it. It's almost like you're making this gentle applesauce. It feels like what I'm doing right now. Just magical. This part right here, this cheek meat, that is the best part of the fish head. I'm really excited because if the collar meat was already that tender, this is gonna be even more so. Look at this. It's like scraping baby food from a jar. Also, what I love about this curry is that about a minute, you get that subtle tingling in your throat from just a slight bit of chilies that's in here. That's a perfect amount of chilies, not to overpower the delicateness of the fish itself. Oh, that's a fish cheek you'll want to kiss every single day of your life. Best fish head curry, hands down, ever had in my life. Must get if you ever come to Indonesia. Must get. Oh, sorry, I gotta try it with the sauce. It was so good, I forgot the dipping sauce. So the red and green dipping sauce. It's not really spicy. I think there's some like little bits of seafood in here. Yeah, little bits of fish in here with some chilies. This just adds to the wonderful citrus flavor of the fish. Bravo on this selection. I'm gonna give it to my friends now to eat because I don't want this to get cold and it'd be really sad, so.
Here, you guys, start eating that. There you go, thank you, thank you.
All right, so, like I said, these are a bunch of the other dishes that's available here, and this is supposed to be something that is really unique. This is a fried pigeon. This is a really flavorful little bird. I think I left it out too long. You know, the breast meat's a tiny bit dry. I mean, the little legs are tiny, but the meat has huge flavors. A little curry flavor on this. This actually might be better a little hot sauce. And this is the sauce that comes with for the little pigeon. Oh, that's nice. Because it's so tiny, the curry and the spices penetrate really deep into the flesh of the little bird. The little bit of chili highlights that flavor even more. That's a delicious experience on its own. This is called balado. And this is my first time in Indonesia eating stink beans, which is a really popular item here. And well, if you're wondering why it's called stink beans, come smell this. This is one time you're gonna be happy that smell-o-vision hasn't been invented yet. Oh, actually such a funky smell to it. It smells like onion. I like that though.
Oh, baby, not. Oh.
When I first put it in my mouth, I didn't expect it because it's a bean, right? So I kind of expected it to be a little fibrous, a little soft. It's not. It's actually really crunchy. Then that funky odor just kind of spit all over my mouth, and that took me by surprise there. This is the popular beef rendang, and it's probably the only Indonesian dish I've had in America. Oh, that's good. Foods that change flavor as you chew. I told you guys before, my favorite kinds of dishes. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it doesn't taste like much, I'll be honest. It didn't hit me until about 2 or 3 seconds in. When I took that 4th or 5th bite, all the gloriousness of that beef fills your senses, entices your taste buds. And then you can taste all the spices that's in here, the slight sweetness from the coconut milk, but really the spices. It's almost tastes like 5 spice. That's a glorious food experience. I mean, this is a transformative dish. No wonder it's one of the signature dishes for this country. I'm just telling you guys 100% honest opinion. It is that good. At least here, it is that good. All right, as you can see, we have tons of dishes to eat and a fish to clean up. And this food day, this ain't over. See you in a bit. Right outside the restaurant, I ran into this gentleman making a popular Jakarta street food, this dessert snack thing. It's called pue ape. It's like a little pancake shaped kind of like a UFO. And there's 3 different types of cakes. And this one I got, look at this thing. Like I said, shaped like a little UFO. This one's a little broken. But pandan flavor, tender, moist cake. Look at this, right in the middle. That kind of almost looks like some shredded meat. That is crunchy and sweet. It's like a gentle, delicate little wafer on the outside. The inside is so moist and airy. Really nice pandan flavor. That's delicious. This is another cake. This is called the kue pancam. Pancong. Oh, it's so coconutty. Look how delicate this cake is. Dip it in the sugar that he just gave me. Oh, good. Really good. I mean, like melty, coconutty, almost like a paste in here. And the reason he gives me a lot of sugar is because you kind of need it. There's it's no sugar flavor in here except for the coconuts. A little salty even. And that sugar provides a nice crunch as well. This is the third of this gentleman's masterpiece, Hui Juben, little pinch cake. They're little tiny little cakes of different shapes and sizes. There's chocolate on top. I think all of this with some ice cream, even more, you know? Thank you very mochi. I'm saying that because, well, there's mochi in my drink and it's also on one of our t-shirts. By the way, if you want to check out our t-shirts, the link is below. This is the famous Nasi Uduk that everyone, again, has been telling me, screaming at me, no less, to get while I'm here in Indonesia. And this is just another one of those dishes, kind of like the nasi lemak I had in Singapore. Coconut rice, a wide variety of veggies and meats surrounding it like the planets surround the sun. This place is really known for their satay, so I got some chicken satay as well. So to eat this, I think we're gonna have a little soiree and combine all the ingredients. Just wanna try this rice. Best coconut rice I've had so far in Indonesia. I don't mind this whole plate with just rice and crunchy onions on top. Don't mind it. Oh, excellent chicken sausage. A little sweet and just such a juicy sausage. A little samba sauce, some eggs, chicken skin. It's gonna take a all-inclusive bite. This is so melty. Not hard, really, really crispy. I love dishes that has a lot going on, different types of texture. It just keeps everything really interesting, you know? We've got this string that has a bunch of little mochi balls inside. It's really gingery. The mochi balls actually not as mochi-esque as the Chinese mochi balls. They kind of fall apart a little more. I've been looking forward to this. I've been wanting some good satay since I came here. Oh yeah. And I don't even like chicken. I love everything about this. Incredibly tender. You see how my fork is kind of digging into the chicken meat without much of an effort at all? You see how that's kind of breaking apart? It tastes like an inferno, not spicy wise, just you can taste the fire that's in this little piece of chicken. It's peanutty, it's buttery, it's sweetened at that perfect point where the more you eat, it's not gonna grease up your stomach. This is a great meal, I think, on its own. It has everything, right? It has some meat, it has some crunch, it has some carbs, it has the beautiful rice in the middle. Backup dancers, meet Beyonce. This is the star of the show right here. Don't knock it till you try it. If I ever come back here, I'm gonna get another like 5 orders of this, then we're just gonna go to town. What a happy food day so far. You guys wanna go one more place? Let's go one more place. Last place today, my local friends took me to Layer Seafood. This place is pretty darn amazing. So if you know anything about fish or can identify what's a good tasting fish by looking at it, you can pick your own seafood. You can pick your own lobster, your fish, whatever you want. And this is one of the most famous seafood restaurants in all of Jakarta. This is their treasure trove of seafood. Look at this. I mean, basically everything you want is here. You got mud crabs, lobsters, a bunch of different types of fish. All right. Let's go wait for our crab. This place also has like a little spice bar. It's kind of cool because it reminds me of a hot pot place. All right, so for the fish, we got a dwarf gourmand, and this is something that's really native to Southeast Asia. Beautiful fish. And check this out, salted egg over fried fish skin. So the fish skin is really crispy. First time having a fish skin chip. And this is salmon, by the way. This is so crispy and nice. You need some spice with this though. A little bit of the sambal. Wow, it's crispy, but with the salted egg and anything fried, you gotta have some spice. So it's perfect with the sambal. Never had this fish before. It's a popular fish in Southeast Asia. I love the way they cook it. This is kind of like the way they cooked my fish in the Philippines the first day I was there. Wow, it is hot. Oh, this thing is fried perfectly. Crispy on the outside. Oh, that beautiful, flaky, juicy, tender flesh. All the fish I've had in this country so far, really, there's no fishiness to it. They cook it so well and so cleanly. Does need some sambal though. And they give me sweet soy sauce to dip it in.
Ooh, my lobster just got here. Hey, lobster. Be right with you.
It's perfect with this fish. The fish meat is almost sweet on its own. I'm just gonna add some chili. Oh. You know what? Don't need any chili. It's a little sweet soy sauce. This thing's a home run. Oh, and here's how the locals eat this fish. So besides the meat, you grab the tail and you crack it off. Fish tail cracker. Better than most crackers you've ever had. It's really, really good. A slight fishiness to it. Fresh fish cracker. Who knew? This is awesome. Now let's get to our crab. I've been waiting. This is like one of their signature dishes here. And I've had crab cooked all sorts of ways, but never with this much garlic. That finger lick was so good, I almost forgot about the crab for a second there. Dip it back in this garlicky, peppery sauce. A little bit of lime. Forget about all the other crabs you've had in your life. Alongside the black pepper crab I've had in Singapore, no other crab since then has been able to blow my mind as much as this guy right here. We already know this is fresh crab. The meat is succulent, it's slightly sweet, so tender, but this garlic sauce is garlicky and peppery and spicy. Basically, everything that's good in the world is in this sauce right here. This is on par with the pepper crab I had in Singapore. 100%. I really didn't think another crab dish would be able to stun me, but this has done it. I'm gonna put this on my must-eat food list for Indonesia. So if you are in Indonesia or Jakarta, you come here and you get this. You guys need this. And this will be one of the best, if not the best crab you will ever eat in your life. Trust me. This is a butter grilled lobster. So instead of just dipping the lobster in the butter afterwards, it's grilled with the butter. That was drop the fork good. The seafood restaurant, it's just plain amazing. How good could butter lobster taste, I thought? It just looks like a regular lobster, I thought. I'm so sorry, I doubted you. The crab was amazing, but there's something so simply delicious about the lobster. It's gonna add a little citrus to it. In this bite, I'm gonna dip it in the sambal they gave me. This thing was created by a food mad genius. This is like the candy of the sea right here. It's incredibly sweet and tender and juicy. And in the midst of all that, you get that nice savory, creamy flavor of the butter. You see all the little bits of carbon here? You can taste the actual grill. And some of you might think that's a bad thing. No, it's not. You get that slight hint of fire along with like just a tiny bit of bitterness to go with the sweetness of the lobster. Take the lobster. We take it and dip it in the garlic sauce. Oh man, the lobster meat is sweeter than the crab meat. And then when you dip it in that sauce, it adds that gorgeous, smoky, garlicky, spicy, peppery flavor in the meat of the lobster, just dropping a flavor bomb. You still retain the sweetness and the texture, all that great stuff that's happening over here into it. That's happy eating. Put it on your food bucket list. This is one of those places, especially if you love seafood. You gotta come here. Today, another great food day. The most incredible fish head curry I've ever had. Then melty, peanut buttery satay, and now this. I also wanna say, I feel like Indonesian food, completely underrated. Completely underrated. I am having such a blast going on a food adventure here in this country. And I will highly recommend any of you guys, when you wanna go, food traveling, make this one of your destinations. So today we're visiting a really popular, it's almost like a night market. It is a night market because when we drove by at 4, nothing was set up. It's 6 o'clock now. It's called Nasi Goreng or fried rice. I love it when night markets are named after food. Did it just ring or a bird dropped something on me? Lots of different food items. Ready to go explore? Let's go explore. Lord, that is a mountain of fried rice. Oh. Wow, gotta get some fried rice. And this place already is packed with people. And this market's just kicked off. So I'm getting in line, get my fried rice. After I was lined up for like 10 minutes, go to this booth right here. You get your little slip of paper or whatever you're ordering. Then you go to the stalls themselves. All right, I got the fried rice, sauteed skewers, lamb and chicken. So this area, it's actually a lot of locals come here. In this fried rice place I was at, it's a really famous fried rice place. And according to some friends who are really shy, they're sitting over there, it's not as good as it used to be. It's hit or miss. Sometimes good, sometimes not good. I'll let you know. And the fried rice has the ambing chips on top. And again, this is mutton fried rice. It's the first time I'm having mutton in this country. But the fried rice looks really good to me. And I really appreciate the mountain of fried rice that guy was cooking back there. I like it. I like it a lot.
It's like curry.
It's curry.
Yeah.
A lot of curry flavor, a lot of spices. I like the lamb. It's very fatty. I don't love these chips. I'm sorry. I don't love these chips so much. They're a little too bitter for me. This might be the first fried rice I've had in my life I don't need to add any hot oil to. You guys know how to make fried rice. This country, so good. They give all of us like a little bit of this cabbage and cucumber and chilies, of course. And it's very refreshing. Very refreshing. It goes perfectly with the rice. Because the rice is more savory, fatty. That's kind of just refreshes your mouth and gets you ready for the next bite. I could eat this all day long. What an excellent fried rice. Look at this piece. Look at a big piece of mutton. Say hi to Martin. I was talking to him. Hey, Martin. Martin was telling me that the rice is hit or miss. It's a hit today. I think it's a hit. This is a really interesting Indonesian sweet dish. It's called martabak, and we ate this in day one. Really late at night after we ate a bunch of food, our local friends took us to a place, and it scared the heck out of me. This is basically egg or sugar dough, and the sugar one is I think thinner, the egg is much thicker, and they layer it with sugar. I mean, just layered it with sugar, butter, and cheese, and then chocolate sprinkles and folded it. And that's what you're eating. It scared the living daylights out of me because I'm like, I'm used to eating really decadent things, but I gotta say, as crazy as this dessert kind of is, it's extremely delicious. So my local friends told me there's a place along the street that sold Nutella martabak. I guess these guys are it. That's what I'm gonna get. And that's what I'm gonna try. See, there it is, the layer of sugar that goes in there. And this ain't even half of it. And we're getting Nutella, so it's not gonna, I don't think there's any cheese in there, but usually they take this cheese, this processed cheese, this Kraft cheddar cheese, and they shave it, like mounds of it, onto this food item. Eating it was really, I felt my life flash in front of my eyes. It's just such an extremely artery clogging dish. But is it worth it? I think so. Can't believe I'm having this 2 nights in a row. First time I had it, I was really just shocked by it and frightened and terrified. But then when I knew like a Nutella version of this existed, I wanted one. Sugar and butter and chocolate to the maximum, but it smells so good. And it tastes so good. I think after the first time I had this, I've learned to just embrace this food item. Nutella version, amazing. I like this little crunchy layer of wafer on the side. Who knew something this bad would taste this good? If I don't stop myself, I could easily do the whole box, easily.
And finally, Bali. This place isn't just beaches and resorts. Bali's street food scene is seriously underrated. Fresh grilled meats, vibrant spices, and dishes that feel lighter but still packed with flavor.
The first traditional Balinese food item I'm about to eat today, I am so excited about. It's called babi guling, which is a whole roast pig. I smell something good. The first traditional food item I'm gonna try here in Bali is called babi guling. It was the #1 most recommended dish from you guys, and it's something I absolutely adore. It's a roasted whole pig, and ever since I went to the Philippines, I had lechon. I've been thinking, I've been dreaming, I've been pining for roast pig, and this is a little different than the lechon I had in the Philippines. Actually, mostly because of the seasoning. In Indonesia, they use more coriander, turmeric, and right now I'm here at babi guling Selingsing, and this place was not easy to get to. And they told me this place is really a place that only the locals know about, and right now it's about 5:30. They say around 7 o'clock, completely packed. Unfortunately, when I got here, the pig was already cut up, so I didn't really get to see much of the cooking process, which that was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in the Philippines. You got some pork soup, crackling pig skin. You hear that? That's a good sound. You want all your pork skin to sound like that. There's also fried pork meat that you see frying over there. There's some sambal and tender pork meat and fat here. The soup, bunch of bones. This is really spicy. The pork is not the most tender, but you can taste the fire pit's flavor of the pig. It's very clean tasting. Also, the soup is really, really flavorful. There's tons of curry, different amount of spices in the pork. It's very good. I feel like this could even go really, really well with the rice. Yeah, it is really flavorful soup. Let's get to the plate of pork here. Look at this. just like in the Philippines, paper thin skin with just a little bit of fat right here. You see that? See every time I poke it a little bit, juice start flowing out? This is my favorite part of a pig. Here we go. Listen for the crunch. You hear that? Oh man, that's what I'm looking for. The crunch of the pig skin, and then right away, a burst of juice. Although this looks really thin, it doesn't look like there's that much juice in here. It's a lot of juice. Just a tiny little bite. Right away. Beautiful pork fat just swarms your mouth. That is what I've been dreaming about since I left the Philippines. This pork skin, I don't feel like there's a lot of different amount of spices here. So I'm thinking the meat itself is gonna be much more flavorful than the skin. But this is like a wonderful porky chip. Let me just add a little bit of chili to this. Actually, I would recommend without the chili because it does kind of overwhelm the porky flavor a bit. Just the skin itself, concentrate on that. And this piece, look at this piece. This piece has nice, much thicker layer of fat on it. And you see just by my fingers grabbing this piece, the grease is all already seeping into my fingers. Oh, I love it when there's more fat. Oh man, they made blood sausage out of the pig. The inside is super fine and delicate. I don't love the sweet flavor of this thing. And this is the fried pork meat. I got a piece with the fat on there. Oh, that's good. Oh. I almost like that more than the pig skin. It's crispy, slightly crispy on the outside. It's still got a little bit of fat on there to make it melty. Oh. Really nice toasty pork flavor. Yeah, this and the pig skin, favorite bite so far. I gotta chase that with a little chili. For that piece, it's pork and it's fat, fried in oil. So although it's juicy, it is a bit oily. It definitely need a little spice. And the pork meat here, look how fine this is. It looks like extremely tender and juicy. That is a really juicy piece of pork. Really soft, juicy piece of pork. I mean, this plate, what I like about it, they really assembled different pieces of the pig, so you're gonna try a little variety. And this piece is probably gonna be even better. See that big old chunk of fat on there. Oh, that's better. Just a personal preference for me, anything with fat is always better. If you wanna make one of the best pork sandwiches in the world, make it from this pork right here. Little pork, little toasted bun, some samba. This thing will make it into the Sandwich Hall of Fame. But my favorite, just. Crispy and juicy, crispy, chewy and juicy. Don't have to chew much. And this place is really interesting. I didn't know about this place. A couple of local friends of mine recommended it. And it's definitely a trek getting here. And honestly, I don't know how it compares to other bodybuilding places around Bali. But so far, just based on those three pieces, this is a winner for me. For my next porky journey, I'm gonna stay in the Kuta area. And this area is really known for its tourism. Not really known for local foods, except for, I think I gotta make an exception for this place. I am at Satay Babi Bawa Puhok, which literally means pork satay under a tree. Under a tree, is there? I'm not like an awning and a tent under a tree. Anyway, when you come to Indonesia, you know you gotta eat a satay, right? And when you come to Bali, you gotta have some pork satay. And that's what they're grilling right here. Let's take a look. Just a ton of pork satay just coming off these grills. And these are satay masters, I think, because like they're literally grilling like 50 of them at a time. And all this aroma, I smell the delicious scent of the charcoal, the sweet peanutty marinade, the wonderful, delicious smell of the pork. It's getting a little overwhelming in here. I am literally just walking in this field of smoke. Actually, it was blowing this way for a while, now it's kind of blowing that way, but when you're walking through the smoke, you literally want to take a bite out of it because it smells that good. You see that right there? That's just for me. Anyway, I'm gonna go sit down, we're gonna order some. These are the only two types of satay they have here. They have the satay babi and the satay lilit babi. And the satay lilit babi is more like a kebab. It's basically ground pork molded onto the skewer with some spices. This is what I really am here for, the original satay. And you can see on this piece of pork, the chilies, the spices, slight bit of char. You can also see this thing glistening from all that juice that's in here. They give you some rice with it, a little bit of salt and chili, and this little bitty thing to nibble on. I am curious to see if this needs salt, because usually satay is salty enough. It just smells like every 4th of July, every single barbecue you've ever been to combined into one bite. a phenomenal bite. It's sweet and peanutty. It's right in that perfect spot where sweet meets savory, meets porky, meets peanutty, and it's all meeting in your mouth. The bite is chili. I wish I got more than one of these. This thing is flavorful enough where you probably need some rice to chase it with. I think this skewer is one of my best. Can you see that borderline translucent piece of pork fat in the middle? That's gonna be a great bite. I'm just kind of curious with the chili sauce, and let's put a little salt on there. See if it adds anything to it. You know what? I thought this was salty enough, but the salt actually levels down the sweetness a little bit, and you can taste more of the smoky pork. The same thing with the chili sauce. Makes it a little less sweet, a little more spicy. This is the piece I'm talking about right here. That's gonna be a great bite. Oh, it might be the best bite of satay I've had in Indonesia so far. That was all fat. There wasn't any lean meat on there. That whole thing, oh my gosh. All sweet and smoky, a little bit of char on there. It's gonna add that slight bit of bitterness to kind of counteract the sweetness as well. Oh, I love it. It's just like eating juicy, porky candy. This is the Lillet, and I'll be honest, it doesn't look nearly as good as the satay bobby. Have a look at these things. I mean, if you put these next to each other and compare them, this one is probably always gonna be the parent favorite, the homecoming king, the more popular satay skewer in school. You get the point. I mean, this one just looks kind of dried out. Yeah, a little dry. I like the flavor of it. It's sweet and way more peanutty than the satay bobby. Also, yeah, it had a little bits of coconut in here. It's really interesting flavor. I like it. Besides the flavor being pretty good, not nearly as good as this. Another thing that's really cool about this place is the price. Both of these only 30,000 rupees. So that means an order of 8 delicious skewers with rice, which is, I mean, this could be a normal person's lunch. This whole thing's around $2. So for the price of a McDonald's cheeseburger or a McChicken filet sandwich, you get this delicious plate. I'm gonna finish this, and there's another place I'm going to tonight. I'm really excited. To Ayam Betutu Khas Gili Manuk Bali. This place obviously serves the dish betutu, which is a very traditional Balinese dish. And betutu is a Balinese word that means a particular spice blend that usually consists of shallots, garlic, chili, ginger, shrimp paste, and is cooked with either chicken or duck. I like chicken, I like duck, so I figured let's try this traditional dish. I mean, a lot of you guys recommended it. I really want to taste it. Come on. All right, so this place doesn't have duck, it has the chicken, and the chicken is cooked two ways. One way is steamed and one way is fried. I'll take
half steamed, half fried. Okay. And this is something I haven't tried. Nasi campur Bali. Oh yeah, say what?
So here it is. Wow, this all looks really, really good. I love these little salted peanuts because, you know, we get these a lot in Chinese dishes and in Chinese restaurants. This is adorable, by the way. Does that not look like a little rice gnome with a banana leaf hat? Taking a look at our betutu. These are the two types of betutu they have here. Unfortunately, no duck. I love duck, but on top of the steamed chicken, you see little bits of chilies, ginger, garlic. There's turmeric in here. I smell curry. So a lot of different ingredients went into the betutu, and this is really good dish to go with rice because you got all that delicious spice and seasoning that makes up this elegant gravy that you can put on your rice and make your rice fantastic. That chicken meat fell off the bone pretty easily. Hello, lovely. The chicken is just so lovely, tender. Look at this. This bone just comes right off from the meat. The betutu, definitely lots of chili, lots of ginger and garlic, curry, all that just works really, really, really well. I think a little shallot, a little crunchy peanuts, and then we take some of the chicken. That really works. There's a lot of spices combining here, and it helps a lot that the chicken itself is good, you know? If the chicken meat was a little dry, this dish really wouldn't work. So good. The spices definitely penetrated the chicken skin. And the breast is not dry. It's actually very tender. I wouldn't call it super juicy, but it's definitely tender. And the spices have 100% infiltrated into the meat itself. That's just radical. Love that. Let me jump onto the fried chicken. Oh my God, I just almost touched the chicken head. It was like right there staring at me. I almost grabbed it. I thought it was like a chicken wing or something. Yeah, that wing just came off really nicely. So in the fried version, they stuffed all the spices, everything I was talking about, into the chicken itself. Ah, this is lovely. Oh, this is gonna be a whole different flavor profile. That's a really tasty wing.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Really, really good.
The skin has got a slight crunch to it, and obviously it's fried, so the meat is very juicy. So juicy. This will be even better. Add some sambal to it. This thing is fried to perfection. Tons of flavors. With the sambal, give that a little extra kick. You ever seen a chicken fly? Because that chicken was flying. Let's get to our little garden rice gnome here. A little bit of chicken here. All right, this is a little dry. I mean, the other two chicken were so spectacular. That was a little dry. It's just chicken cooked in chilies. Nothing spectacular about that. The satay I don't love at this place. I mean, first of all, it's really cold. It's just been sitting there for a long time. Not really impressed by this dish, but this restaurant really is not known for this thing, so this not being that good, I get it. But these two, these are the star, and they're what I came here for. I really wish they had the duck, because I think they would have knocked the duck out of the park as well. Personally, if I had to choose, I'll take the steam version, because I feel like the flavor just steeped into it so well. And then you got all that stuff on the outside, a lot of going on, but perfect rice dish, and I love my rice. And this is probably my favorite thing that I ate today. Since buffet was out of the picture, I was just walking around and I smelled this. I'm at a local satay restaurant, and this thing smells really, really good. I'm starving. And this is barbecue goat, just drenched in sauce. This thing smells absolutely phenomenal. I also got a side of soup and some rice as well. I have not had anything since breakfast, so this is very needed right now. Look at that. Freshly barbecued skewers, again, covered in sauce, little bits of shallots on the plate as well. That was awesome. That was a bite for the ages. Thick, extremely rich, sweet, peanutty satay sauce over the most perfectly tender little bits of lamb. The sauce is so wonderful. A little spicy, a little sweet. The meat, so much smoke and flavor. Oh, the sauce is so good with the rice. Let me try this. This looks like lamb soup. The soup is really good as well. Coconut milk, incredibly deep flavors, really rich from the coconut milk. I think these are the same bits of meat they put on the skewers too. That's so tender. I was right about to call a cap, and then I smelled the barbecue being cooked here, and decided to drop in, and what a good decision that has been. This thing is out of this world. I remember getting satay last time here in Bali, but forgot what it tasted like. Or maybe I didn't have something as good as this last time. I think last time I had pork skewers. The meat's good, the sauce is good. It is a mix of lean and fat pieces of lamb. The soup is a little spicy, which is nice. This sauce is just unbelievable. Of course, I've had satay in the US. It just doesn't compare. This is a perfect first meal here in Bali. My next one's gonna be a while. I gotta travel all the way up north. I've made a special reservation tonight at this place that I didn't realize how far it was, but I am really, really excited for this meal. See you in a bit. I had to come all the way up to Ubud because the restaurant I'm gonna be at is in this area. I figure I'd just pop into like a Bobby Gouline restaurant, but seems like they only have a head left. Wow, this smells good. This is your restaurant?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Ago.
Ago?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Thank you for the cracker.
Yeah.
Tell me it has the best ribs here. Take some ribs, Bobby Gouline, I'll take both. Pork satay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Please say not good. Thank you.
No, I mean, I'll tell you if it's not good, it's good.
Yeah, it's
Oh, it's delicious.
dance on a cruise.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's the
That's
weird
so
stuff
tender.
about-
Oh wow, okay, so I got some Bobby Gourmet and their famous ribs. Bobby Gourmet looks so tender. Some chili sauce, some chicharron. That is a tender bite of pork. With some chilies.
A bit sweet for me, but a bit of a chutney.
That is a really nice juicy texture on that pork. Also, this tastes like breaded fried pork nuggets. Well, that's actually really delicious too. I know I'm getting bits of the ends of that pork, but that is freaking juicy. Really juicy, really clean tasting. That's so juicy. Check this out. This is their famous ribs. Wow, just from licking the sauce off that bone alone, I think I can already tell how awesome this rib is. Oh, that's freaking phenomenal. Oh, I will highly recommend getting this if you're over here. Super tender ribs. Look at that bone is just falling off the meat there. The sauce is spectacular. Burning my lips at the same time. It's sweet, it's citrusy. Pineapple sauce is so interesting. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, I say solid 5 out of 5 on this one. I haven't had a lot of ribs on this island. Can't imagine any tasting much better than that. I mean, the sauce is spicy and sweet and just perfect. Also get a skewer of satay. Oh, the sauce is freaking tremendous. Oh, this is super nice. Like really, really crunchy. This is really good. Thank you. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Super, super crispy. Got a really nice umami flavor to this too. That rib is so freaking outstanding. I think that rib is better than the Bobby Gourmet. I mean, the Bobby Gourmet is good. This is awesome ribs, man. Yeah. Well, that flavor is so good. That sauce is ridiculous. The sauce goes so good with the rice. Licking the sauce off the bones here. Oh, they also bring you some nice pork soup. Oh, what a great place. The people here are so nice too. Yeah, I really like this place. That's some of the best ribs I've ever had. Oh, so good.